Hello fellas and folks. Welcome back to another episode of the Minecraft show. I've got this telescope right here. So you might notice that some things are a little bit different if you didn't watch that stream from the other day that I did. I streamed now. That's something I do. Which is cool. So go follow me on Twitch. Go subscribe too. Why don't you? It's supposed to say that within the first 5 minutes, I think. I don't know, who cares? We got some stuff to do today. I'm gonna do a quick previously on. Here's what we did in that stream if you skipped it. One, we went down to the mines and we were like, oh, we're gonna mine. I found a bunch of diamonds. Not a whole lot, but like, you know, a good amount. More than one. So now we now have more than one diamond to our name, guys. So that's cool. Be proud. Then I found a trial chamber, which sucked. But we found all of this stuff. Look at this. This is my prized possession, this bow right here. We also got ominous bottles, which we're going to do something about eventually, but not today. We got music disc by Lana Del Rey. We got a bunch of emeralds. We got just a bunch of things. We found cake also. We found some books. We found a block of bones. 12 diamonds total. Yeah, it was a pretty cool time. It was pretty cool, you know. Go watch it if you feel like it. If not, that's okay. I totally understand. However, you might see an immediate problem with the trial chamber is that we now have 4 double chests full of stuff, mostly full of stuff. What are we gonna do about that? Well, I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna build a storage place, a place for our storage. Because we need to put our storage in place. That's what we're gonna do. So that's the plot of today's episode. We're just building a storage place. But first and foremost, it's got to be a little bit different because, well, look at this. We're building it right into here. I'm not really sure what it's gonna look like. If I want it to be like a long hallway or a big empty space, like Christopher Nolan Batman's Batcave. You know? Do you know what I'm talking about? Go ahead and put a picture of what I'm talking about on the screen, future me. There you go. Good job. Very proud of you. Either way. We gotta get started, so I'm gonna go ahead and start building a floor. I gotta stop talking so much. You guys gotta stop me, alright? Ah! Ender guy. Where'd he go? Stop. Where'd he go? 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 Huh. There he is. Come on. Come at me. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. He's too scared. He's just scared to get me. What is he doing? He's kinda hyped to get an ender pearl. Alright, whatevs. Back to mining this again. There's the Enderman again. What's he doing? Have I made a new friend? He seems chill. This is taking a lot of priority right now. Is this guy okay? Hey! Man, what's going on? Oh, he gets stuck in the fence. I'm not really scared of this guy anymore. I'm perplexed, actually. The storage place is gonna have to hold on. I haven't done much on it. but we've got to investigate this guy. ENDerman? Where'd he go? Huh. Okay, well, I doubt he actually went down here, but you know, we did find some iron at least. We've got to get back to the subject matter. I haven't been recording for very long, and I need to get back in this. Can't be distracted by ENDerman, just wandering around, being all goofy and silly. I'm concerned for him. I hope he's okay. Okay, we got a second staircase done on the building. It looks like a giant Z now. Whoops. Oh well. Also, as I was hollowing this little area out here out, there's a bunny. You can't kill bunnies. I had the realization that I wanted to do something different with this place. That being, I want to add redstone, which is something that I actually have not used in this world yet, which is a sign of something. It's a sign that I'm not good at redstone. It's a bunch of mumbo jumbo to me, if you know what I mean. So I need to think. The redstone that I'm thinking is a door, like a 3x3 one right here. That's kind of in the way. I'll have to move that back a little bit. But just a simple little door. We walk in and it opens up, and then we get all of my stuff right in here. I also need to change out the floor, but we'll get to that. I really want to build this door first before I set anything in stone. Get it? Because I'd actually be setting it in actual stone. Get it? It's pretty funny. So yeah, I need to figure out how to make a redstone door. I looked on YouTube a little bit to see if there were any helpful videos. But then I realized I didn't want to just copy somebody else's door or like rebuild it, because you know, this series I started because I wanted to show how bad I am at Minecraft and how quickly I can improve or deprove. I don't know. There's always room to get worse. So I decided I'm gonna make my own door. However, I don't know how to make my own door. I'm gonna have to sleep on it. And by sleep on it, I don't mean in Minecraft. I mean in the real world. The one made of not squares, like circles and stuff. Cause it's daytime here, but in the real world it's about 4 in the morning, and it needs to stop being 4 in the morning so I can think about this door. So I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna wake up in the morning. I'm gonna draw on my whiteboard, and here's that happening right now. Since this is a video and time isn't real. Okay, so here's my whiteboard. Here's the plan too. Originally, I was thinking we do a situation like this right here, where these two come up first, then this one as well, and then whenever these two come down, it pushes this top corner one down to this area right before 3 bumps it into the middle. Right? Does that make sense? However, the problem with this scenario is that whenever we try to close it back up, or rather open it, this one remains the same. I don't know if my diagram here makes any sense, but there's that. Then I had this idea, which isn't fully developed yet, but it's similar to this one, except the block is powered by, the middle block is powered by 2 pistons right here. I just don't know how to make that. So I'm going to very shoddily figure out what that's going to look like. Okay, so this is the new plan. This is what makes sense to me. I'm gonna explain it now. This right here is the pressure plate. This will start the whole reaction. You press this, this one goes up. Easy peasy. Then we have redstone going straight up through some redstone torch shenanigans that puts all of these 3 in. And then from there it splits. We put a delay on this one for a couple ticks. I don't really know how redstone repeaters work. I'm gonna find out. And then the first one with no delay is going to push this observer to see that. And whenever it sees this one, it'll push it up for a short stint before going back. But anyways, once that pushes that out, now that's right here. This block is right here. I'm confusing myself. It retracts. This one, the delay is up. It pushes this block in front of there. This redstone goes up here the same way it goes up here with a really long delay, and then makes this second thing right here push these 2 blocks into this last gap. So now all of these blocks should work. I think that's how Minecraft works. Guys, we're gonna have to practice and see if this actually works in real life. Or not in real life, in Minecraft life. Alright guys, and we're back from that disturbing trip into the real world. Boy, I don't know if this is gonna work at all. So we gotta go get some materials first. I don't know what the materials are. So we're gonna go find some redstone. That's one. We're gonna go get, what else do you need? Observer? First we need some redstone. I don't think we have any redstone at all. Hold on, guys. Okay. Do we have any redstone? Ooh, I saw some. 3? Surely that's not enough. Okay, well, right away we have to go down to the mines. This is looking like a great episode, isn't it, guys? There's that enderman again. There was... I don't know if I was even recording. I don't know. If I was, hopefully that's cool. I killed the enderman too. That's where I got that ender pearl that I just put up in that chest earlier. So where's... There's 2 endermen? Dude, hey, look at me. I'm not scared of it now. I'm just kind of confused as to what's wrong with him. We've got too much on our plate for this episode. Okay. He needs to go to the doctor or something. What's happening? He's not hurting me. Okay, back to what we're doing. We're going down to the mines. Here's redstone. Great. Wow, we already have 17. Where else have I seen redstone? Some more. Redstone. Redstone. How much do I have now? Almost a stack. I'm gonna get like 2 stacks. Here's the geode I found the geode stuff in for the spyglass. Another one of these. What do we got in here? Oh, nice redstone. Redstone, redstone, redstone. Another cat. Golden apple. Coal. Always love coal. Okay, so this is our haul. We have 2 stacks and 20 extra, which is pretty good. We also found a bunch of other things, which was like super nice. Did not expect to get that many things from that trip. That was pretty good. I need to figure out where I put all my iron. Okay, it's all happening right here. This is gonna be the pressure plate. And then I'm gonna have to build something under there. That's fine. Hilarious. That's gonna bother me. Alright, so I guess this whole thing's going out like 1 bit. That's okay. That's okay. We can deal with all of these problems, guys. We are intelligent. I mean me. I can do this. Montage. Alright, I had to bring my bed up here because it turns out I'm going to be here for a really long time, which I guess I should have suspected. I went into this thinking that if I put a pressure plate above a redstone torch, it'll turn off the torch, and it would stop being stupid. But alas, it seems stupid as its default mode. However, if I put it above a redstone, it does that. So my question is, how does redstone work? I also tried with a lever as they say. It doesn't change anything. What? Oh yeah, because the redstone is still down here. So let me think on this for a second. Okay, time to go to Google. What does this mean? How is this utilized in anything? How do I get this to work? Okay, so the trouble that I'm having is keeping this up before you step on the pressure plate. If I have just a random piston right here that does absolutely nothing, what have I done? What have I done? If I turn this on, it opens. That's the opposite of what I want. I'm confusing it. Oh, it's connecting here. They're laughing at me. They're all laughing at me. I fixed it. I did it. I did it. I actually did it. Ha ha ha. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I figured it out. Ah, man. I'm pretty smart. I'm pretty smart. Before I forget how this works, I'm gonna go ahead and make one on this side too. There we go. Now it works from both sides. If it was that hard just to do that, I don't know how the rest of this is gonna go. I'll be honest. This is looking bad so far. Let's start on this side because this looks like the most complicated. I'm gonna have to push this in a little bit. I'm gonna have to push all of this in a little bit. Okay. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We can do this. All right, this will be the new door right here, and then we'll just have a regular old pathway coming up this way. This might make it easier, so we can put the doorbell, as I'm gonna call it, right in front of the door instead of off to the side. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Maybe instead of going up on both ways, we go up one way and then loop it down on the other side. That might work. Okay, we're gonna have to do the same deal over here. There's probably a better way to do this. I know there's a better way to do this. I just don't know what it is. What's a redstone contraption that'll, oh, I know. A crafter. Surely a crafter won't have to move a whole lot. How do you make a crafter? Nope, too much iron. When this turns on, that turns off, which turns that off, which should, if this is linked up, since this is off, it turns this off. But it's not usually on, is it? So this needs to be, oh no, this is not how this works. So now that's also on. But should it be? What? What is it doing that for? This is turning off because why? That needs to be on, but it's off. This is fine. This is fine. We're just doing a roundabout way of doing all of this. Now that's on. See, we know exactly what we're doing. Now we want one of these in a way. One of these. Is that gonna work? I think that's gonna work. Then we want this right here. Look at that. Look at that! Okay, so far so good actually. Oh man. The only issue is that whenever we do it like this, there's not enough power to push it all the way. But we can fix that by getting a repeater. However you make a repeater. Let's go make a repeater. I'm figuring this out. Oh, in a way. This is the first time I'm ever using redstone torches, so forgive me, redstone people. I know there are people who are like super good at this. That's not me. I'm basically setting up my base down here now. I'm tired of walking all the way up there. Now we're gonna get into the hard part, which is pushing those two things down. So let's just follow our line of redstone. We need to go up. Okay, so the first one that needs to go is the top one. Okay, perfect. So that pushes that down, perfect. Then we just need another one perfectly timed to push a second block right in there. So now's the moment of truth. When we press this button, it pulls that down first, then it pulls these three down, and then we follow this redstone path up here, rejuvenates, it turns this light off, which turns this off, which brings this up, and at the same time, this repeater stalls it so that it can push this over here, which also turns this light on, which sends a redstone signal over here, which should turn the piston that comes back up right here on and turn on the other one. I'm gonna delay this one more time just so that it doesn't do anything crazy. So why is it doing that? Almost worked, I think. If we put a redstone block here and then put a trail of redstone dust here that leads all the way up to this top one, surely that'll work. Yes. This off, which turns this off, pulls that up on this, which turns this off, which turns this off and pulls that up, and it turns this off. But why isn't it grabbing it before? I'm just gonna keep putting repeaters on it until it starts doing something I want, which probably shouldn't be the thing that I'm doing, but it's the only solution I can think of. Okay, so if this works, it should turn this on, or turn this off, which turns this off, bringing the block up. Maybe this is the problem. Then this comes out, it grabs the block, and then we wait a full second or something. I don't know. Then this comes over. It needs to grab that, but it's not grabbing it at the right time. So the issue is that all the pistons retract at the same time. I thought that these would carry the signal slower and therefore retract them differently. But that doesn't seem to be what's happening. Okay. It pulled the block out of the way. Pulled the block out of the way. And it put it back. It stopped pulling the block out of the way. Okay, I did it that time. But it didn't put it back. Okay, I put it back. I put it back. I didn't even take it. Oh my gosh, you guys don't understand. It's 4 in the morning. What is happening? Alright, new plan. I'm gonna make this easier on myself, since it's impossible to make one of these doors. Move the door to right here. or just like 1 block over basically. Then I'm gonna make a 2x3 door like this, the way I should have done it in the first place. Okay, we're gonna excavate this again. We know what we're doing this time. We're gonna have to pull from the sides. I thought this would be a fun episode. I thought, oh, you know what I'm gonna do today? I'm gonna do a goofy little redstone episode. I'm gonna figure out how to do redstone. And everyone's gonna be like, oh, okay, cool. You built a door. That was pretty cool. Good short episode that didn't last 9 days of torment. This is killing me. This is killing me right now. I'm not having a good time. Alright, well, it only took all day. It is 4:22 a.m. in the morning. I made this 2x3 door that works pretty well, actually. Not bad at all. It just needs more pressure. What? Okay, so we're gonna fill this with walls, and then I'm gonna change the floor to something else. I'm gonna get a second second pressure plate, both sides. Okay, I've decided to make the storage room out of stripped spruce planks. I don't know how to make that look good, but I'm gonna go through it. I'm gonna try to cover up most of that with more regular looking, more natural looking blocks. That's what I mean to say. And then do the inside, and then we'll get to the actual storage part. About 6 hours into making this video. That's why it's taking me so long to release this. I'm sorry, guys. Alright, there we go. From a distance, it looks fine. I want to replace a lot of that dirt with stone, but probably not going to do it this episode. Just because I don't wanna. We also have to get the ceiling in there. And I wanted to show you this. I did this pattern here because it looked very blank right here. Very just blank wall, so I kind of gave it a checkerboard except around the door. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty zany if you ask me. This is what the inside looks like now. It's all stone. I think I'm gonna do smooth stone for the ceiling, but that might be too much gray. We're gonna try it and see what it looks like, I guess. I don't know how people do it. Redstone. I can barely get that 2x3 door to work. I don't know, I even went to a creative world and tested out another door that I found on the internet just to see. I'll link that one in the description because that one did work, but it didn't really work with one of those pressure plates. It only worked with a lever, and I really wanted a pressure plate. But that's linked in the description below, so thanks for them. I forgot their name already, but I can look at it real fast. Tomco. Yeah, thanks for that. Really effective door, seriously though. Go check it out. The 2x3 was easier to make. I'm not gonna worry about a 3x3. I'm gonna have to get an expert for that. We don't need one. I'm not that big. I'm a 2x1 person. All I need is a 2x1 hole. But where did my pants go? Well, that's awkward. If you know how to fix that door or have ideas, place them in the comments below. I might go and try it someday. Maybe. I'm gonna go get some pants on. Alright, as my precious smooth stone is smelting, I'm gonna go ahead and set up these chests. I got 10. That didn't fit perfectly, but that's okay. I also got these signs. I made way too many. I didn't realize how many signs get made from one push of a button. But I'm gonna put them on there because I'm not gonna go through the trouble of getting more item frames. What should they be? They should be nature stuff like grass and trees and like carrots and food and stuff, I guess. You have building blocks like bricks, stone, items like tools and stuff, valuables. Did I run out of things? Miscellaneous? I'm scared if I get a miscellaneous box, then it'll get out of hand. But you know what? Let's do it. Now, if I'm correct, I can just put this glow ink right there, right? Like if I click it, nice. Then I also have dye, the green dye from that one episode. You remember it. Oh, that looks cool. I like that. I've never done that before. Alright, now I gotta put everything in here. I'm already so tired of this walk back and forth up these stairs. I've really built this the most inconvenient way possible. Hey, the Enderman's back. Hey man, you like my stuff? Oh, he does not like my stuff. What is happening? Why does this guy keep doing this to me? I killed him again. What is his problem? That's the second time an Enderman has... That Enderman! I'm gonna call it the same Enderman, because I don't care. He keeps doing that to me! Alright guys, it's done. Look at this mess. This is... I did it. Everything's organized. I have a little crafting bench over here in this little cubby. This... we're gonna have to deal with. I barely even noticed it. You didn't even know it was there. Alright, be honest. I've got nature, building blocks, tools, valuables, miscellaneous, and I've got them all organized except for miscellaneous, because how would you even organize this? There's nothing there. Valuables, look at all. It's all shiny in here. I like this chest the most. I've sorted all of my ingots into blocks, including the unsmelted raw copper. I've got a lot of copper. But I also have a whole block of diamond and 3 extra, which isn't a lot, but it's cool. I like having diamonds. Tools, I've got all the bows that I've picked up from my battles, all lined up in order of durability. Building blocks, I've got so much cobblestone that I got an achievement for it. It's called like chest full of cobblestone. Super creative. This is the only one where the top chest has anything in it. Everything else is empty. And then nature, that one's of course sorted as well. It's pretty cool. Now let's go see what the top looks like, because I went through here. I took all the chests out. I put this thing, the saw blade, right there on the floor. Boom, bang, whippity wang, new word, dictionize it. Also a new word. We did it, guys. I did it. You did nothing. You just sat there and watched me. It's clean. It's finally clean. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all this new space now. Let's see how long I can keep all this organized. I found a whole lot of rotten flesh, and I thought about going to go get a bucket of lava so that I could just throw it all away. All the stuff I didn't want. But that seemed like a lot of work, and I realized I had these pots. So this pot is just full of rotten flesh. In the next episode, I think we're gonna do something with this room. Gonna build a staircase right here. It's gonna go down. We're gonna have a little enchanting room. We're finally gonna start enchanting things. I might even sport some diamond armor by the end of it. And then after that, I don't know. I said before I want to start on this big facility that's gonna be over here. We might start doing that. I wanted to show you this village. Look at it over there. Hold on, I've got just a thing for looking at things far away. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is this? Why is the Ender guy here? Why is he doing this to me? Is that the same one? Yeah, it's the same one. Even though I killed it last time, it's the same one. Trust me. I'm genuinely getting kind of... Oh, gosh. He's frustrating me a little bit. And he disappeared again. How many times has that Enderman appeared? He's got his own little side plot going, because there was that other episode where he just kept appearing as well. Now he's gone again. There's some XP up here. Was that the Enderman? Did he kill himself? Did we just see an Ender suicide? Did that Enderman just ender his life? Oh my gosh, what is... I don't understand. What do I have, a cactus? How did I... I'm so confused. This episode has confused me so much. What is happening? Put the cactus away in the nature. Alright, we're ending the episode right back where we started. This is the village. Whenever I first came through here, I was like, oh wow, this village, it's very small. All the houses are igloos, and there are just like little cabins everywhere. Then when I finally went up here to the mayor's house, this is the mayor's house. Look at where it is. That's the mayor's child's house, his 8-month-old child. He lives in that little ice igloo. But this is the mayor. The mayor needs a better house than that. I kind of want to give him a better house eventually. I want to just do an overhaul in the village. I don't really like building houses repetitively, so maybe I'll get Spamilton to do it. Maybe I'll just be like, hey, here's $20. Go do that for me. We've organized our stuff. Now I've got a whole world to conquer. We gotta start doing that by enchanting. Yeah. Okay. We'll see you next time. As long as there's no redstone in the next video, it should come out relatively quickly, right? 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 Bye.